What is good, Ninja? OG over here from PlayerEssence, and welcome to their PE Nintendo Switch and gaming news video. Today, we've got a lot of great information as far as new announcements for the Nintendo Switch, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Touhou Sky Arena is officially confirmed for the Nintendo Switch. However, a release date was not announced at this point. So Area Zero released a Nintendo Switch version of Touhou Sky Arena Gensokyo Kusen Hime Matsuri Climax. The developer has announced at Touhou the 3D high-tension spell battle action game, which was released for the PlayStation 4 in Japan in May 2016, followed by the PS Vita that September, is set in the Touhou project world of Getsyoko, features 20 playable characters, more than 70 music tracks, and up to 4 people can play together online. It uses a unique tension system that reflects when your battle performance is aligned with the music. Now, the release date was not announced, like I mentioned before, and this game, once again, another Touhou game coming to Nintendo Switch, which is good, and this is what I want to see from Japanese developers. I want to see announcements from their games. I don't want to see them holding back when it comes to things. If you had a game that was released, heck, in 2015, 2014, 2016, and if you can bring it over to Nintendo Switch while you work on something bigger or while your other projects are going on, also on the Nintendo Switch, bring it. The more games, the better, just because I've never heard about this game. I didn't know it released on the PlayStation 4, but I'll be more than happy to have it, because every single new game that you bring over, that could potentially bring over someone from that franchise that likes it, or someone who loves that franchise, that can bring someone to the Nintendo Switch. So I don't care if it's a year old, 2 years old, 3 years old, or whatever the case is, bring it over if you're going to bring it over. Heck, people were complaining that the Nintendo Switch didn't get the Mega Man collection, and those games are like decades old in some regards. So for me, the more games, the better as far as that come over to Nintendo Switch. Now, I might not care about all the different games in certain situations, like I'm not super high on this game right here, but at the same time, that doesn't mean I don't want it to come over for those who might like this style. And heck, it seems kind of interesting. You battle, and then like when you're in line with the music, that can actually increase things as far as what you're doing here. There's a reason why this franchise continues to go on, so maybe I'll check it out when it does come to Nintendo Switch. So what do you guys think about this Touhou Sky Arena, and have you played it on the PlayStation 4? Can someone describe to me how they like the gameplay? How does it feel? Do you think it'd be a good fit on the Switch portable play and also on the TV? Let me know about that in the comment section below. Alright, and getting into the next announcement here, Root Double developer Regista says that they're going to be making Nintendo Switch titles. Existing and original titles are also planned. That kind of goes into what I was just saying about bringing over other stuff and also bringing out new titles. So Regista, the visual novel studio behind Root Double series and the Nippon Ichi software produced Exile Election, will develop titles for the Nintendo Switch, and announced via Twitter. Quote, the limited company Regista will develop for Nintendo Switch, the company said. We are starting work on the development of existing titles as well as original titles. Please look forward to the announcement of more information. Regista's current lineup of upcoming titles consists of Unbirthed Song, a bunch of stuff that I can't pronounce that well, Another Record, and Starry Sky Winter Stories for the PS Vita, and of course there's Root Double Before Crime After Days Extend Edition as well. And once again, these might not necessarily be my style as far as visual novel, but bring them over. At some point, I'm going to get into a visual novel though, so if this one's pretty good, which I've heard Root Double is good, there's going to be one of these visual novels that I decide to play one of these days on stream for you guys, in order to just have something different, kind of mix it up when it comes to the channel. Heck, I mixed it up with one of my previous videos that you guys really liked as far as the whole Tovies and explaining the Nintendo Switch thing. So yes, I'll be doing more of those videos, but outside of that, I think it's pretty cool to have different types of games coming into the mix and making sure that it keeps the Nintendo Switch fresh. I think that's the biggest thing about this system, right? It's an oddball. It's not the typical sit down, big old huge system and play your whatever games 4K or checkerboarded or anything like that. It's something different. You can play on the TV, you can take it on the go, you have the Joy-Cons, you have the Pro Controller. There's a lot of different ways that you can interact with games, and I think those ways have created some type of like buffer, I don't know, some type of thing to where people are like, okay, well maybe it can't do this, this, and this, but it does all of these other things so well that I don't care. Bring games to it. Heck, I'll play Doom in lower frame rate and lower resolution because I'll be able to take it anywhere I want. I can take it and play it here and there. I can use the Joy-Cons, whatever the case is, and I think that's what is appealing about the system, just the sheer fact that you can do that. So visual novels and these style of games are going to be very key, in my opinion, in order to get more people to jump in, because there's a lot of people who do love visual novels, and now you can play those visual novels anywhere you want. I know PS Vita was a good place for visual novels as well. People really enjoyed it on there, so I think the Switch is the next evolution. And of course, we're getting all these announcements and we're getting all these people excited about the system because of the sales. If it wasn't for the sales, then none of this stuff would really be happening, or it would be very limited like we saw with the Wii U. So the reason why we're getting these things is because it has enough power to run some of these games as far as HD visuals and all that. You can take it wherever you want, but also because of the sales. So it's really cool to see more developers jumping on. So what do you guys think about Root Double developer Regista making games for the Nintendo Switch? Are you excited to get your hands on some of these different titles that they do have? Let me know in the comment section below. Alright, and moving into the last article here, and potentially the most exciting when it comes to a brand new game announcement for the Switch. So Arachnid Games says that they are working on Diluvion, yeah, for the Nintendo Switch. So let's go ahead and get into what Diluvion says. So on Twitter they said, we're working on it, but it's going to be a while, so be patient when it comes to the Nintendo Switch release. So let's get into what Diluvion is all about, because this is, like I said, one of the most ambitious indie style games that I have seen. It has fantastic graphics, a great art style, and it's like a submarine RPG type of battling that you have. So that looks pretty cool. So let's get into what it is first, because I want to talk about this game. So forced into the deep oceans by a great flood that occurred countless centuries ago, humanity now lives trapped under a thick layer of unbreakable ice, and their survival hangs by the tenuous thread. However, perseverance is strong, and a new civilization has emerged with distinct kingdoms, religions, and cultures. By a twist of fate, you, an aspiring submarine captain, have been given the honor of commanding your first sub. With a brave crew at your command, you now venture into the unknown on a quest to discover humanity's greatest secret. Explore the dangers of the depths in the beautifully realized flooded world, and unearth untold riches and glory. Discover the remnants of civilization in numerous unique towns, and learn their local lore, trade stories, and treasure, and hire new crew members. Continuously improve each of the game's 9 unique plottable submarines using a deep upgrade system, and gain access to new areas and loot. Discover numerous types of cannons and torpedoes to help you overcome the dangers of the deep, and assemble your own unique crew to brave it alongside you. Whether you wish to play as a silent hunter of guns blazing dreadnought, arrange your crew members and weapons to fit your playstyle. Here are the game features: a beautiful underworld to explore, 3 massive and beautifully realized open sea zones to explore, each with their own factions, local stories, and more. Innovative combination of 2D and 3D graphics. Explore the mysteries of the deep in beautifully rendered 3D graphics as you navigate your submarine, and seamlessly switch to meticulously hand-painted 2D graphics when exploring the towns and cities, which absolutely looks fantastic, by the way, guys. Thrilling real-time submarine combat. Utilize an arsenal of underwater weapons to engage in life or death firefights with other submarines and deadly, terrifying creatures. Crew recruitment. Assemble your own unique crew to fight alongside you by recruiting different helmsmen, gunners, and sonar technicians. Utilize each of their special skills and personalities to change the flow of combat and exploration. Upgradable submarines. Continuously improve your vessel by acquiring new weapons that can dramatically change the tide of battle, and gain access to new areas by increasing its dive depth by collecting whole armor plates. So a little bit of Metroidvania in there as well. 9 palatable submarines. Explore the world to uncover 9 unique palatable submarines, each with their own feel, strengths, and weaknesses. Resource management. The world is not for the faint of heart, as resources are limited and survival is a constant battle. You'll have to actively manage your food supplies and oxygen levels should you wish to keep your crew alive and overcome the perils of the sea. Upgradable home base. Build and grow your own home base of operations under the sea to house all of your standby crew members and submarines. Upgrade your base to increase your notoriety and wealth, as upgraded bases can also house valuable opportunities such as rare item merchants and bars with notorious sailors and patrons. Loot system. The world is filled with rare loot and hidden quests to discover, especially for those who dare to venture off the beaten path. Terrifying underwater foes. Explore the world and test your bravery against sea creatures and mysterious undersea anomalies. Okay, now after all of that, this game is looking absolutely phenomenal, and this is right up my alley when it comes to titles. I love this seamless transition from the 2D to 3D and back, the RPG elements, the resource management, the Metroidvania style type of gameplay gameplay that they have, this is looking to be a fantastic title coming to the Nintendo Switch. Now, there's no timetable as far as what they're doing. Obviously, this type of game is not your regular or standard style of indie game. This is definitely a little bit a cut above as far as gameplay length and depth and what you can do. So it might be into 2018 before we actually see this game, but it's cool that they're working on it. And once again, this style of game honestly would have never came to Nintendo systems as far as with the Wii U or the Wii previously beforehand. I mean, this is absolutely beautiful, and I'm really looking forward to this game because I do like underwater submarine style of combat. I think on one of my live streams the other day, I was like, yo, I really like Battleship, the old school game that you played, because I liked submarines and stuff when I was a child. So the fact that they're having some type of submarine style RPG to where you can recruit people, so you can have your own home base, you can do Metroidvania, you can level up. This is exactly the style of game that I'm looking to play on my Nintendo Switch. So let me know what you guys think about this title in the comment section below. Alright, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps us spread the content of PlayerEssence across the interwebs in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon page, pledge any tier, be entered to win some awesome prizes. Plus, we have Discord voice chat for our live streams and prized eShop tournaments. And also check out our brand new YouTube live gaming page and consider sponsoring PlayerEssence for our live streams. When you do so, it works very much like Twitch, to where you can earn custom themed emotes for the chat. Plus, it gets you entered into my friends list to participate in tournaments during our live streams. So make sure you check out the link in the description below and consider sponsoring PlayerEssence right here on YouTube Gaming Live. Also, make sure you hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for the latest Japanese, RPG, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you, Ninja, for the next video. Peace.